everybody. Welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Meg.
And I am Myra. Welcome back to another week.
Yes, I am so happy to be back. It feels like it's been forever since we recorded a regular episode. So it feels good to be back.
Yeah, back to the swing of things. It's just great. These past
Mm-hmm.
few months have been hectic. It's still actually hectic for me.
Yeah.
It's not gonna chill.
Mm-mm.
It's just I'm thinking about the next few, like our birthdays are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
June, July, August, then
Mm-hmm.
back to school, then holiday. It's just
It's so chill.
yeah.
There's no such thing as
Just no.
chill. It's
None.
no such thing as chill anymore. But it's good. It's warming up. We've been having some pretty good weather recently, so that's nice. Before it gets to be super hot in the next like month or two, our baby's about to be out for summer break, so that's exciting.
What summer
Um,
break plans do y'all have?
like going anywhere? Are we
Or
like traveling or just anything?
just anything?
I mean, my husband's family is doing like a family reunion, but that's just gonna
Mm.
be local. Honestly, we don't really have much planned. We're going on a cruise, but that's not until the fall.
Yeah.
So as far as summer, I plan on having a pretty chill summertime. What about you?
Damn, I was trying to get ideas from you. That's why 'cause I have no
Sorry.
idea. I really need to sit down. Ashton is going to be at home most of the summer. So I really need to like sit down and kind of plan out things. I kind of want to do something outside of the house, like at
Yes.
least once a week.
Yeah,
So
I
like
get
a
that.
library, a museum type thing, just to kind
Yeah.
of get him out the house. And I'm trying to like coordinate things with his cousins too, where
That'll be
he can be with other
nice.
kids. The single child thing is kind of hard because it's like I want you to be with other kids, but like I don't want the other kid to come out of my body.
I don't
So
have time to have another child
yeah.
in this house full time. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, we'll definitely try to do some things like that. Going to the
Mhm.
zoo. There's a really nice aquarium. That's not too far from us. Might check that out. Just some things like that, like on the weekends and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, nothing too big, but I feel like you can still have fun and doesn't have to be like this like big grand thing. Like I don't want
Yeah.
Mason to be expecting like some like huge vacation every summer because we just might not be able to feasibly make that happen. But you can still have lots of fun without traveling and doing all
Mhm.
that. So yeah. No, definitely want to have
Yeah.
like a nice chill summer. Definitely gonna have her in a little camp a couple days a week to get her out the house and stuff. Have y'all looked into that at all
I
for
need to
him?
look into it. I
Mm-hmm.
did see one camp, but it was like a couple $100 a week, and I said, "Yeah, that's
Girl.
not in the budget." Even if I
Mm-hmm.
can have him like you said, just 2-3 days
Yes.
somewhere. But yeah, I need to look around. I need to
Yeah, it's options. You definitely
yeah.
just got to look and see what's out there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the summertime. Even though since I don't teach anymore, I'm not off work during the summertime.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, summer still just hits different. You know what I'm saying? It just feels different. It just feels more chill and more relaxed. So I'm just ready for that.
Yeah. Can I be honest? I
Hmm.
know I'm a summer kid. Technically, I'm a spring kid. June is still in spring. Well, my birthday part of June is still in spring. Summer is
Yeah.
my least favorite season.
Okay. That's definitely That's a
Summer is my
take.
least favorite
That's
season.
definitely a hot take. I think summer is it's not my least favorite. It's definitely not my most favorite. But spring is a little bit further down on my list than summer. Like I said,
Really?
summer
Spring's so
just feels
unpredictable.
that spring is very unpredictable, and I don't know, summer just feels, just like I said, it just feels different. It just feels like more chill and more relaxed, and you just have more opportunities to do fun stuff. And I just have such fun memories of summertime from like my childhood and early adulthood, being in college, having summer vacations and stuff. I can't put summer at the bottom of the list. So unfortunately, and you know what, spring we halfway still be half foot in the door for the winter time,
Yeah.
and then the rain and spring is just so unpredictable. So that's my least favorite for sure.
I
But
do love the
I
rain
appreciate the
with
summer.
spring.
Mm-hmm.
We flip flop because I mean, spring
Yeah.
is just barely above summer
Mm,
for me. It's just
yeah.
barely above. But yeah, I don't know. Can't even remember what I did in the summer growing up.
Yeah.
I wasn't really like I'm outside kind of kid. That was my
I wasn't
sister.
either, girl. I
Yeah.
used to stay up all night. Like me and my brother in the summertime, we would stay up all night. We would not go to sleep until the sun came up. And so then we would sleep all day. And then we'd stay up all night playing video games, watching movies, doing all types of stuff. He would still kind of wake up and go outside and do the things. I would literally just sleep all day. So I don't know how he did it because he was up basically 24 hours a day. I was not.
Yeah.
I love the summertime, going swimming and stuff. I actually do like the 4th of July because of all the fireworks and barbecues, things like that. I don't know. Summer has good points for sure. It's not all bad to me. It is just too hot.
Yeah. I just need to look at it a different way. I have this like not fully fleshed out idea of like cozy in the summer type series because cozy and summer just does, for me personally, don't seem like they need to be in the same sentence.
That's true.
So I
Yeah,
have
I
this
feel
like
you.
thought of like how to make it cozy. I haven't fleshed it out yet, but
Right.
that's the
Well,
plan for this summer.
I'm excited
Because
to see what you come up with.
I'm a cozy girl. That's probably why I don't like summer. But
Period. We just live in. We're just existing to the fall, really, because that's really our season
yeah,
that we just live for.
yeah.
We just
That's
love
the
the
one good
fall.
thing about summer.
Mm-hmm.
Fall is
It leads into
next.
fall. Exactly. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Yeah, it's exciting. Well, definitely want to give you guys a reminder. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We appreciate those so much. If you listen frequently on Spotify, you can also leave us a 5-star review there as well. But Spotify is just a tinge different. You got to be listening consistently in order for Spotify to let you leave a review, which I actually love that
Apple needs to
because
get
that
on
means
that.
no spam, no haters. You gotta listen, and then you
At
can
least,
hate all you want.
yeah, listen at
Um,
least two to be a hater. Love that.
exactly. Our merch is still available. Head to plannersandwine.com for a link to our merch, our Patreon. We love getting new patrons. We got to meet a lot of you guys over at Go Wild, which we will be talking about very, very soon. And also our YouTube channel, which has been just killing it. Myra has just been doing such a great job at uploading clips of the episodes as well as the full episode over there. And y'all been living for it.
Yeah, I do have beef with that one person who was like, "Thank you for the upload, but this is late." You create content then.
I see. We weren't sure what they meant. They meant we
No,
was.
I know what they meant. I know. The first off, I do break it up, and y'all know if
Yes.
y'all listen to the show, the episodes are a bit behind. Which really, no, it's not. That's not even true because now I'm triggered. But
We getting the
now,
whole thing. Yeah.
now I am dropping the YouTube videos on the day that the episode comes out. So if you rather see us, you can on Thursdays that we have the episode.
Period.
Do that. But I do break up like 3 topics that we talk about in the show. So the following week, there will be a certain topic. And on one of those after the following week videos, they said that it was a week late.
See, okay, do we block them? Maybe we should have.
Also, we were at Wild. Like, be so for real.
Yeah, but people are just so demanding when it comes to free content. Like,
free.
y'all aren't in Netflix's comments telling them they too late coming out with new content. You know, that was rude.
Leave us 2 YouTubers alone.
Exactly. Everybody except for that person. Thank you for checking out our
Yes,
YouTube
I
channel.
really appreciate it. Definitely go and check it out. And if you just don't have the time to watch the full episodes, those quick little snippets can really do it for you. And you get like one topic. So check it out. It's a fun way to share the show too, if you want people to get a little taste. So yes, YouTube is linked in the show notes, bio. Y'all know where to find this stuff.
Exactly. And we're going to take a quick break so that Myra can become untriggered before we get into the rest of the show. All right, y'all, we are back. Social media has just been going literally crazy over the last couple of weeks that we have not had a new episode. I feel like I've changed these show notes about 10 different times to just keep up with what is most recent stuff that's going on. So I guess we just need to start, and what's going on right now. Youthforia, the makeup brand, is having their second round of racist controversy because they are idiots. I don't really know. I don't really know how else to explain it. For our patrons, we go really into detail about the situation on our May episode of Shots, which I will hear very, very soon. So keep a lookout for that. But we just wanted to just do a high level overview of the situation and kind of where they are now. Myra, how would you explain this to the people?
Youthforia is selling people blackface in a bottle.
Yeah. Thanks. That was great.
Yeah.
That was a great summary.
That's it. And passing it off as foundation.
Yeah, basically. And this is after, sometime last year when they first initially came out with their foundation shade range, when they had a very, very, very limited shade range for, darker complexion people. And that was a whole thing back then. And they were like, oh, we're so sorry. We're going to do so much better. That was just our initial launch, but we're doing stuff. We're listening, we're learning, we're doing all the things. And then they come out with blackface in the bottle. So
no effort, no try, no care. They have gone radio silence at this point. Who knows by the time y'all listen to this what happens. But yeah, I just appreciate the internet, I guess, the overall community of really like speaking out on it and out loud speaking out on it and giving people other options and all that.
Yeah, this is definitely a time where I really love and appreciate social media, because without social media and so many influencers using their platform, speaking up, speaking out, and bringing attention to this, like this would have just been a blip on the radar. They would have just been going along as normal, and not knowing what a big deal this was. And I've seen people make the argument that, there are so many makeup brands that do cater to people of color very well and have really extensive shade ranges. Why are we worried about brands that don't do that? The reason why is not because we're just so desperate to use Youthforia's products. Nobody cares about them like that. It's just the principle that in 2024, this should not be happening, and we should not still have to beg and demand representation from brands, especially brands that are BIPOC owned. Especially like the bar is in hell and it needs to be raised, and we are tired of having everything has to be the result of some type of outrage in order for people to do the right thing. They should be doing the right thing the first time. It's not an excuse. There's just no excuse at this point for this to still be happening. So people are just rightfully frustrated that these things keep happening. And like I said, in 2024, we are still having to demand and fight for representation. It's exhausting. We're exhausted, and it shouldn't still be happening, but this is not our fault. It's the brand's fault.
Yeah, it's lazy and, in my opinion, intentional at this point to not even try. Like y'all didn't even try it on. Y'all had to go out and find random people in the mall to try and match, and it still wasn't. The video sends me every time of the little light pat in of the foundation. So because they knew it was just not a match. But yeah, on the bright side, I've been learning a lot. Also, to your point, going back to, I just remembered, two things can be true at once. I hate when people do the argument of, why are we focused on these brands that don't want us? There's other brands out here who are inclusive. And it's like, yeah, we use those brands, but we can still speak out and say like, no, this is fucked up.
This is
like,
unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. That doesn't mean we're like, oh my God, we need Youthforia. Like, I will not have any foundation if Youthforia doesn't make one for my skin tone. Like that's one thing I hate about the internet, is that they think, it just has to be white or black.
All or nothing.
Yeah. And that's really frustrating. Like more than one thing can be true at once, and we can focus on more than one thing.
Exactly. Honestly, to me, what has come out of this that's an even bigger issue, besides just this brand's willful ignorance, is how people are just bending over backwards to defend them when the brand hasn't even defended themselves. It's not like the brand immediately came out with some statement, with some excuse for why they did this, and people are just reiterating that. People are making up their own reason in their own mind for trying to justify this on behalf of this brand that does not know them, does not care about them. They probably don't even fucking use this makeup. Excuse my language. If you're listening with your kids, this just gets me so heated. You know, it just is like, why is it so hard to believe that something is just shitty and racist? Because sometimes things are just shitty and racist, and Black people shouldn't have to always prove it to you. Just take it for what it is. Listen to Black people. If you don't get it, listen to, like, the people have, I mean, people have just explained this ad nauseum. They have shown, they have talked about color theory. They have shown mixing the foundation to show you how BS this is. People who know way more than we do. If you need the research, it's out there. It's on TikTok. Look it up. But if you are able to watch those videos and you still can't just take it for what it is, don't worry about it. Clock out for me. Just clock out for me.
Just clock out. It's so disheartening to see other Black people like Kate Ford. I know you seen that one lady that was like, she's the darkest person in America. It's like, girl, you were so close to the point. You were so close to the point and then made a hard left.
Hard left.
Like, it's so close. But it's kind of sad to see, because like, what do you gain from that other than clicks and views and people stitching your video?
Exactly. And the people who are just in the comments trolling the creators and influencers who are using their platforms to talk about this, y'all gain even less just being an asshole in somebody's comments, questioning what's right there in front of your face.
I get people get off on stuff like that, but
it ain't cute. It ain't cute, and there's no award for that. You just look pathetic, and all you're going to do, they're going to respond. They're going to use your comment to respond to, and then the comment's not going to be available anymore because you're going to delete it because you're going to get embarrassed.
I always wonder if it's them deleting it or if it's the creator.
I think it's them. I think it's them going back and deleting their comment. But thankfully, it still exists on the Stitch video, and we still see your name.
TikTok is so shady for that.
I love that.
Because you can't hide. You can't run and hide.
No.
It's a few extra steps to find you, but people will take it. Yeah,
people will take the steps. Exactly. So yeah, as like I said, like Myra said, as of right now, the brand themselves have not said anything. I know whenever they do decide to respond, it's not gonna be sufficient. Because it's really just no excuse. I really just think that they thought they thought they was going to come out with the darkest foundation shade ever. And it was going to be a big F-U to the haters and to everybody who doubted them. And it was going to be stunned on the Fenties of the world with all their shade range, because we're going to have the best, darkest shade ever. And it was literally blackface in a bottle. Played yourself. Clownery. Foolery. Trash. Embarrassing.
Complete trash. It truly embarrassing. Hate that for them, but that's the route they chose. So
literally,
I wish them nothing but the worst.
No, literally. And speaking of wishing nothing but the worst, Kendrick has been wishing nothing but the worst for Drake for a very long time, and he finally decided to truly let us know just how deep his hatred for Drake really runs. And me and Myra have questions. So we want to know, Kendrick, are you okay? We know who hurt you, Drake, clearly, but how? Like, this is the craziest rap beef of our lifetimes, I think. Like, because I'm not really counting Tupac and Biggie because we were so young then.
Yeah, I only know it from going back. Like, I was not in the moment. I mean, I was there, but you know.
Girl, I was somewhere watching Blue's Clues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on this radar.
No.
This at all. This is wild.
Yeah, I mean, Geminis are up right now. It's giving very much though Gemini energy.
Hey, and I say short people are up because
short people are up.
Kendrick is a short king.
People who are quiet and think other folks think they could try them are up right now. So
yeah,
This is why I've seen a tweet. Somebody's like, "This is why your mom told you not to mess with the quiet kid."
No, literally. Leave them
Just because they are
alone.
not saying nothing does
You don't know
not
what
mean
they
they're not sitting
thinking.
up here thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And for anybody who doesn't know what's going on, Kendrick Lamar and Drake have entered into a truly vicious rap battle. I can't even call it like a back and forth because Drake has only swung back like once, and Kendrick has released like song after song at this point.
He
Just
has two.
absolutely, huh? He has two
Drake has
songs.
actually 3.
Is it 3?
I'm pretty sure. One of them was
Y'all,
deleted.
this is breaking news. Oh, you're talking about the AI one. Oh, yeah, because one was like AI with like Tupac and stuff. Okay, I didn't count that one for obvious reasons. Well, I'm saying Kendrick has come out with like 2 or 3 songs in a row now. And Drake had only responded to like one of those songs, and he's just keeps unleashing. This is still happening in real time, and yeah, I don't really. I don't think that Drake knew what he was getting himself into with this.
No,
Clearly,
yeah,
J.
it was
Cole knew,
bait.
and that's why J. Cole, backed away slowly.
Yeah, I truly feel like Kendrick baited them from the Like That song.
Yeah.
And they fell for it. I mean, Cole fell for it for like 2.2 seconds and then backed out, but Drake
You know
definitely
what?
fell for it.
I'm interested to know too, because we know that there's clearly some type of mole in Drake's camp who has been feeding a lot of information to Kendrick Lamar. And I'm wondering, like, J. Cole just has such a more low profile. I would be surprised if that's a similar situation over there too. So I'm interested to know, like, if J. Cole would have stayed in this, like, what would Kendrick have said? Or maybe did he back out because he does have some like skeletons in his closet that he didn't want exposed? I don't know, but he's definitely looking like the smartest man in America right now for just
absolutely. Absolutely. My theory, because I also agree that Cole keeps like a low profile too. Like he's probably on the same level as Kendrick when it comes to stuff like that. But I think Kendrick was like, it ain't about you. And maybe they had a conversation, or somebody within the industry had a conversation. Like, it ain't even about you. You just kind of caught a stray because you were on first person shooter with Drake.
That's true.
And he was like, okay, it's not my fight. Like, I think that's more it. Because, I mean, we've never heard anything like wild or out of the ordinary about Cole ever.
I think that's fair. That's fair. I think you might be right. I think maybe there was maybe some type of conversation had between them. And he let him know, like, bruh, this ain't
you.
Got nothing to do with this.
Because every single track that Kendrick
he ain't even mentioned them in J. Cole. It's just been all about Drake. Yeah.
Every single
time.
About
Drake. Yeah. And it's, I don't know. It's like, I feel like this has been, it was fun to watch initially for me, but I think it's gone too far. Like, I hate people's kids being brought into it, and families. I hate that so much. There have been allegations thrown back and forth that I don't even want to go into. It is a lot. It's a lot. I just want us to make rap be fun again. It's getting not fun. Y'all doing too much.
When was it ever fun though? What beef was it not?
Fun. I think it can. I think I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I definitely think that there are beefs where people definitely kept the disses a little bit more surface level. Cause like we even talked about like Metro Boomin and his BBL Drizzy beat. That shit is fun. That's okay. But like when the kids and families, I don't know, I think it's too far. And I really hate that, like, I really feel like Pusha T kind of opened up the door for it to be like really sticky and exposing people, and this need to try to expose like skeletons in your closet and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I think it's just gone too far. Like, I think sometimes things just go too far, and things can be a lot more lighthearted and not so serious. And it's just definitely gotten to a point where that is just no longer the case. And I don't know if it had to be like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll never know. I know we kind of disagree on this one because I don't even think it's Pusha T that like opened the gates, like just knowing battle rap and just beef's history.
Well, like, I say he opened up the gate to this Drake. Exposing type of thing. So with that Drake hadn't happened like that. Yeah, that hadn't really happened like that, where like people, I mean, he literally exposed the fact that Drake has like a child that he wasn't taking care of. Like something on that scale was really like damn. I really think he opened the door to that type of thing. I'm not no rap battle expert, but I hadn't seen a lot of that before that, and I saw a few people talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it gets messy. It gets really messy with rap beefs and rap battles, and like historically nothing has been off the table. There's no rules when you get into these battles and beefs like this. Um I mean, I would say yeah, Pusha T has opened the floodgates for what Drake has in his closet, but there's definitely been beefs in the past, even like 50, oh my god, 50 back in the
That
early
was more fun.
2000s.
I really think that was more fun
He
to be
exposed a
honest.
lot with Ja Rule in
He did,
particular.
but I don't think it was this level though. I don't know. Maybe I'm just because it's not as fresh.
Yeah,
But
that
I
could
think
be.
I think that was more fun
Yeah,
personally. Yeah, this is I don't know. It's like the allegations of stuff that have been flying around from both sides. Ooh, it's sticky. It's very sticky.
yeah. And
I
if you
hope it
go
stops.
even
I think it's
back
enough.
further in like rap history, it gets a lot more like homophobic. It gets, I feel
Mhm.
it gets way, way worse going back to like the early years of hip hop. But yeah, it there's no rules. There's just no rules.
Mhm.
I think at this
Should
point,
there
like there's
be?
no, it's hip hop. It's hip
No, see,
hop.
I don't
This
agree
is
with
not the
that.
most
I
ethical
Yeah, I get that, but
group. Like it's not gospel.
I still feel like, and I saw another creator. I can't remember who it was, but there was a creator basically saying that like because of how far they've gone with some of the things that they've been throwing, it kind of feels like black women are the collateral damage of this because there have been allegations of somebody abusing their partner thrown out there. There have been allegations involving like people and kids, and naming people in particular. It's just been really, I don't know, like this just feels, it just feels like it's too much to me personally. And I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I feel like if I was like 25, I would be like living for this still. And now that I'm like 35, and these people are like in they like late 30s and 40s, I just feel like it's just a lot. I mean, I know this is a part of hip hop, unfortunately, and
Mhm.
clearly Kendrick Lamar felt like he had a lot to get off his chest, and hopefully he's just trying to prove a point, and we can prove this and move on. At this point, I hope that Drake doesn't respond anymore because I just wanted to just like it has to stop at some point. Like it just has to stop at some point. And I think it's been fun, but I think it's a lot now. Like 3 songs in a row, Kendrick. Like I'm tired. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear nothing else. I think I'm
It's
good.
probably gonna
I
have to
don't know what
become
else we got to
another.
even hear about Drake. Like what else can he even say? My gosh.
I still think he's just getting started. I would appreciate it to stop because I cannot take trying to dissect more stuff every single day. But yeah, I personally think there is more. I think it's gonna have to be like when it came to Drake and Pusha T, um, there was somebody that basically came in and was like ceasefire kind of thing, and that's how all of
Mm-hmm.
that stopped. Obviously, Drake never really came back from that, like came back and said anything back to Pusha T. But I feel like it's gonna have to be some mutual somewhere. I don't know who the fuck it would be in this case. Jay-Z, I don't know.
Maybe it's some old.
Beyonce, I don't know.
Maybe it's
So,
some old girl. Beyonce is minding her cat with her business. That girl ain't got
she
nothing
ain't
to
gonna say
do
nothing
with this.
publicly,
Mm-mm. I
but
don't think she
it
was
had to
saying
be
anything
somebody to
privately.
be like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully that's happening because, like I said, it's been fun, but I think we need to wrap it up. It's just a lot. It's just like I said, the allegations and everything. It's just gotten really dirty, very, very fast. And I don't know. I just feel like when things just get so heightened like this, I mean, and people's families and stuff like that come into it. Like I feel like sometimes things take like a really like dangerous step. And I feel like that is the issue with rap beefs sometimes that they just go too far and people feel like that they have to prove something in another type of way, and I hope that nothing like that will come out of any of this because it's crazy. It's really crazy.
yeah, yeah, it's a lot. But we shall see. We shall see. I mean, there's really nothing. I don't really think there's nothing more to say on Drake's part. So I and then also another point of why there's 3 different tracks. In my opinion, this is my theory. That Youthforia track was over 19 minutes when he got done with it. I just think he chopped it up. That's why we're getting so many. That's
that would
my
make
theory.
sense. So we also had the Lovers and Friends Festival get canceled. It was supposed to be this weekend in Las Vegas. This is a festival that has I mean, somebody said online that it has gone without a hitch like the last 2 years. But the first year, I think it was canceled or there was some stuff going on with it. And now this year, they said they canceled due to some weather in Las Vegas, some really heavy winds that were supposed to come through. I have no idea if the weather actually ended up doing that, but they did cancel the festival as a precaution. I never had a lot of faith in this festival because the lineup just seemed just too lofty. I mean, it's literally every person with a hit song from like 2000 to 2010 was going to be on that stage. And it just seemed like a lot. So I already just really wasn't trusting it. But apparently it was really going to happen because Usher was there doing a sound check and everything before they canceled. So they at least had Usher. I don't know about these other people, but they at least had Usher.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what artists come out, because I didn't even realize that other ones had went on without a hitch. Because the last about the Lovers and Friends was like Juvenile saying he didn't get paid. I feel like Monica kind of came out and said something too. So I'm like, I didn't even know
this one.
It was this one.
Monica was supposed to be involved. Yeah, when they came with the lineup, Monica said that she had not been booked for anything. I don't know. Okay. Juvenile might have been on a past one, but I know Monica was talking about this one. So that was another thing that was kind of giving me like a red flag. Like, why are y'all announcing stuff when you actually haven't booked these people?
And is it even legal to put people's name on flyers for stuff that they haven't even like been paid for, sign a contract for to be there? Like, because at the end of the day, it's going to be like, oh, Juvenile didn't show up. I'm mad at Juvenile, not Lovers and Friends, you know?
Well, I think it's legal until it's not. I feel like it's legal until somebody says something about it, at least unless either the artist or the customers, suing or whatever because of false advertising. I think it's not one of those things that like the police are going to seek them out. But if somebody raises the issue and goes at them for it, then it's definitely not cool to do that. So I don't know. It definitely kind of gives unprofesh for them to be announced to people that have not been booked. So that was definitely a red flag. But apparently they did book Usher, and Usher was like the hugest person that was going to be there from what I saw. So I don't know.
Yeah, it just sucks because a lot of businesses, a lot of small businesses, was doing something there too. People flying out, learning that the thing is canceled on their flights. It just it's icky. I have kind of been seeing, not even seeing, I seen one TikTok where the person was like, there's no winds or anything, but I don't live there, so I don't know what it was like.
Couple, but those were early in the day from what I saw.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened later on. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this is a situation that is going to start to develop a little bit more. I honestly think they kind of dodged a bullet. They probably didn't have because it's one thing to cancel, but to cancel and just not, have anything, no rescheduling, no new dates, nothing, that seems a little weird.
Well, I think this could be really bad for them because yes, having a festival where people that y'all said was going to be there are not there is bad. But I think having a festival and then canceling the day before after these people have traveled and spent money and not because I don't know what they're doing as far as ticket refunds, because they definitely said that it wasn't going to be rescheduled or anything. It's just absolutely just canceled. But the thing is, a lot of their money the day before has been spent. Usher gonna get his money no matter what y'all do. Any other artist that was there is gonna get their money. The venue is gonna get their money. All these places are absolutely still gonna get their money. So where is the money to refund people coming from? I don't know. That's what I'm nervous about, because I know that those people did not immediately get a refund. So hopefully they're able to make it right and give those people back their money. But if not, it's a wrap. it just hang it up, Lovers and Friends Festival, because ain't nobody in their right mind is going to try to go again if you canceled on people and didn't get their money back.
Yeah, that's folks
crazy.
will say something if they do not get their money back. So we will see. I hope they do. But things like hotels and flights, like people ain't getting their money back for that.
True.
So yeah, that's just a sucky situation.
Well, hopefully people were still able to have a fun weekend in Vegas. At least it's other stuff to do. Yeah, it's other stuff to do in Vegas. So, and they had a hotel. So, honestly, if I was about to get on a flight and I saw that it would be canceled, I would still just go because it's still Vegas. You already got the time off work. You already got the hotel. You already got the flight. So maybe they just had a lit time in Vegas. I did see Keith Lee trying to do some type of food festival or something like that, because a lot of those vendors were gonna lose out big on that. So hopefully he was able to make it right. But yeah, Keith Lee saving the world. He always trying to do the best he can do. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, that, I mean, because he really could have just been like, it's canceled. There's really nothing I could do. But I haven't really been checking for today to see what happened yesterday with all that. But I'm sure that all went well. Because I mean, if you ain't going to Lovers and Friends, you might as well pull up on this meet and greet. What else you got to do? So
maybe Keith Lee can talk to Kendrick and Drake. Bring some food.
We'll see. We'll see. That'll be interesting. That will be interesting. I was like, I wonder if because I feel like he's maybe been around one of them before. I can't remember if it was Drake. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's more of a Atlanta rapper. I feel like it's been some rapper.
Been around some rapper. Yeah. I don't know if it was Drake or Kendrick either, but maybe J. Cole. Maybe Keith Lee told J. Cole to back away slowly.
It's very on brand for Keith Lee, though.
It really is.
Like, that's one king of protecting their peace.
He is such a good friend
Keith Lee
to have.
is on top. Yeah.
I really think that Keith Lee is a great friend to have because he's gonna keep you out of shit. Period.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll keep y'all posted. Hopefully the Lovers and Friends can give them people back their money, but I just don't know because like I said, Usher is getting paid regardless. All these artists who did come are going to get paid regardless of what they decide to do. So
yeah, because shouldn't the checks for that stuff been cleared by now?
Yes, I would think so. I think that, Usher probably had some whatever deal that he got half immediately, and then he got his other half as soon as he touched down in Las Vegas. Like, y'all are going to pay Usher, period. So it ain't his fault that the Winds was doing whatever. It's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast all that happened, but I can't even blame it on Atlanta.
I know. It's not Atlanta's fault this time. But on that note, we're going to take a quick break and then we will finally get into our Go Wild Dallas recap. I know that it's what so many of y'all have been waiting on, and I'm so excited to finally spill all the details. But we will be right back. All right, y'all. So we are back. And Myra, we got to talk about Go Wild Dallas. Okay. I feel like I put it off talking about it and I put it to the end of the show because I feel like once we talk about it on the show, then that's really just putting like the period at the end of our Go Wild Dallas experience. And I just don't want it to end for real. I know it has ended, but it was just such a great weekend. Truly.
It went by so fast. It really went by so fast. I can't believe how fast it went by because I feel like the last few times it was like, I'm ready to go home.
No, literally.
I can go home now.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not ready.
And it's not because the other ones weren't a great experience. It was just different. It was just different for some reason. Yeah, I definitely feel like this has been I feel like every year I'm gonna say this, but this has definitely been my favorite go wild so far.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the location was perfect. The hotel was great. We were around like a lot of food locations, a lot of shopping and things like that. And we actually got to see outside of the hotel, which was really nice,
Like
you know? Mm-hmm.
every day. Yeah. I think, and let me rephrase my like, I'm ready to go home kind of thing. When I vacation, is more so like chill vibes.
Yes,
So
me too.
the past two locations, like we had other things to do. We were sightseeing in DC. We went to
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland in
Yeah.
Anaheim. So there was other things going on too that like kind of put my anxiety in shambles and stressed me out a
Yes.
bit. To once you
Yes.
like, not to say that it wasn't fun, because all of those are absolutely amazing as well. This one
Mm-hmm.
just hits different.
Agreed.
It just hit
Totally,
different.
totally
Yeah.
agree. It did. It was definitely more so along the chill vibes that we prefer in
Yeah.
vacations. Even though Go Out itself is definitely not chill, but we definitely had a lot of chill moments, which was really, really good. And I think we had such a great experience because I definitely think we went into this Go Out with a much different mindset than
Mm-hmm.
before. And I feel like having been to Go Out twice before this, like we kind of knew, like, look, at the end of the day with Go Out, self-care and making sure you feel okay and that you're up for all the things or whatever is just important. And so if you need to leave a session a few minutes early, if you need to miss a session to go get a meal or something like that, then that's okay to do that. And I feel like this is really like the first for real time that we felt like this is okay to do that. It's all right if I miss this or miss that because I want to make sure I feel good and I'm okay and I'm able to really participate in the things that I really care to participate in. And we absolutely did that. Like, I don't remember ever being starving to death. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we always made sure we had time to eat and to
Mm-hmm.
rest and to chill and get into bed at a decent time and sleeping in a little bit here and there. Like, it was just really like the thing for us this year was like really like self-care because it's a lot going on. It's a lot of events and you can definitely really get overwhelmed if you're not taking care of yourself. And we just wanted to make sure we had the best experience ever and we needed to take care of ourselves to do that. And we did. Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
Yep, agree. It very helpful, pretty familiar with Dallas overall, so it wasn't like a
Mm-hmm.
sightseeing kind of thing that adds more to the already all the things
Yes.
you could do at Wild. So yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
definitely helped. But yeah, that I mean, at this point we kind of like I don't want to say perfected, but because I don't know, did we perfect it?
It feels perfect.
Because I don't feel like anything like you know how you come back and like, oh, I'm not doing that again, or I need to tweak this. I don't have any like
Mm-mm.
moments like that. So maybe we did
No,
perfect it.
I think so. I mean, the worst thing that happened to us was our DoorDash order possibly getting mixed up with somebody else's and delivered to somebody else's. So we got somebody's very small order
Shout
for
out
like
to the
five
Megan
people,
who like smashed all of our freaking food. Y'all
possibly.
should have possibly y'all should have seen us. It was like 10 wings and some chicken tenders,
Mm-hmm.
a handful of fries between 5 people because we were fucking starving at that point.
We tore
It
it,
was
tore it up.
tore it
And
up.
then we went to Wingstop and got our correct order and tore
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah, that
So
yeah. That was funny. I think
yeah,
that's the only thing.
that's literally it.
That was the only thing, and I
That's
think
literally it.
depend on the location, of course. I think I'm renting a car.
Yeah.
I just
It's
think
just
I am. It's just
yeah.
easier.
Like I think if you are in a drivable place
Yeah, it depends on
that
location
does
for
not
sure.
depend
Mhm.
on public transportation, like I think DC, I don't think it would have
Yeah, it
benefited us
wouldn't
to
work.
have a car.
Yeah.
And we were so close to the National Mall and all that type of stuff, we
Mhm.
really didn't need it. But definitely in Texas, a place that we know is just so big and so spread out. I'm not
It's a
mad
driving
at that.
city for
Yeah,
sure.
I
Yeah.
definitely so that's definitely moving forward in driving cities. We will absolutely rent at least one car. So we'll have that, not have to use so much on Ubers and Lyfts and things like that. Um
Yeah,
yeah,
everything was just so close too. Like even that
everything was close.
Wingstop was what,
Girl,
7 minutes drive. Yeah. So
literally 5 minutes down the street. Who was your favorite speaker and why?
oh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think I really thought it was going to be Frank again.
Mm-hmm.
V took the cake for me. I felt like
Mm,
I was literally in church. I
yes.
know I am a content creator, so I probably resonated a bit more
Mm-hmm.
than folks in the room. But I think their conversation with us could really, like, if you wanted to take from it, you could take from it, kind of thing. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be a TikToker, podcaster, Instagram, whatever, to take from it. Um, but I can see how people maybe who aren't like into content not really care for it. But
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I love every bit of it. I got so much. I think that was the place. That's another thing too. I was so excited to be able to write notes in the
Yes.
moment instead of
Mm-hmm.
like coming back a week later trying to remember what was said. I have so many notes from their speech. So
Yep.
I think they win.
Agreed.
They win.
V was absolutely amazing, and we got to meet them at Jama, take a picture. They put on our pin, and we took a picture with
Crazy.
them. That was
Yeah.
so freaking nice. Just amazing. And I love when speakers really enjoy Go Wild, and we can tell because they come to like other events and things like that to check it out and just acknowledge what a special place it is. So that was
Mm.
amazing. Since you named somebody that was like kind of non-planner community, I'll name my planner community phase for sure. Or the people that we know primarily from the planner community.
Mm.
I think that VJ and Bonnie were such a fantastic beginning to Friday and to
Yeah,
just
for
kick the
sure.
sessions off. We're a little biased because we adore them and
Yeah.
stand them so bad, but truly they were just so good. And like VJ just had so many gems that she was dropping and just left so much inspiration. I feel like she just brought so much life into the conference to start things out. And then Bonnie with the session that she led, I just love the little craft that we made. It was so cute and just so like it wasn't something that I felt like needed to be perfect. I could just kind of make it my own. And
Mm-hmm.
I really want to like finish it and really make it cute and special to like really be my little, keepsake from Go Wild Dallas. And then that washi tape is literally the cutest washi tape I've ever seen in my life. So need
And
that
I think that what
real
we
bad.
got was like their full sub thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Mm-hmm.
full?
Yep.
Which is like,
Yep.
I think I need the sub because
I
it's
think so.
perfect. It's
Mm-hmm.
perfect to like plan out your month
Yep.
or just to have a little taste of something. Like
Yep.
sometimes with
Not too
subs, yeah,
much.
it
Mm-hmm.
becomes too much and you start to like get overwhelmed with some of the sub boxes. But it's like it's not a full roll of washi. It's
Right.
just a few strips to get you through the
Mm-hmm.
month. The stickers aren't like a full stack or whatever. And I get
Right.
people want like a lot of things and value or whatever, but I
Mm-hmm.
think for what it is meant for, it's the perfect value.
Agreed. I totally, totally agree. And it's so nice that we got to get like such a great like preview of it basically
Yeah.
and to know that like if you sub like this is what you're gonna get. So I think that was such a fantastic idea. Okay, so what was your favorite nighttime event? What was your favorite nighttime event?
We miss one of them. So we're down to two.
Self-care was important, okay? It was a self-care
But
moment, and that's all right.
I really enjoy Welcome Party. I
Mm-hmm.
really did enjoy it. Um I know we're supposed to be outside, but I'm glad we
Mm-hmm.
moved it in.
Yeah.
It was pretty chill inside, and we got two drag performers. That was really cool.
Amazing. They were so
Yeah,
good.
dueling pianos. I really didn't know what
Mm-hmm.
to expect,
Mm-hmm.
but it turned out really well. A lot of people were asking me like, "Are you gonna get up there?" Y'all, I don't know lyrics without seeing them.
Okay.
I couldn't get up there. I couldn't think of any song that I like knew the lyrics like
Yeah.
just by hearing. And it's not like, since it's piano, it's not like the actual beat of the
Right.
song.
Right.
So yeah, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and the going back and forth. It really, I
Mm-hmm.
think dueling pianos fits for the crowd of Go Wild versus just karaoke. Karaoke is
I
for
think so
like more
too.
of a smaller crowd
I think
kind of
so
thing. Yeah.
too. Yeah, I think so too. Shout out to Archer and Olive for hosting the welcome party this year. I thought it was
Hmm.
so much fun, really, really a blast. And the drag queens were definitely like the cherry on top of how fun it was, truly. And it was just
Yes,
nice
all
to
the
be able to
tipping.
support.
Oh, yes, I love
I
it.
know to be able to like support like local drag, it was just
Hmm.
amazing. Since I have to pick something different, I'm gonna pick Plan Jamma. It was a freaking blast. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little skeptical, about it being a Texas Live. Texas Live is like a bar type of venue.
Mhm.
You know, obviously they shut it down and it was just a private party for us. But I
Yeah.
was a little bit skeptical about how the vibes were going to be. No, the vibes were immaculate. It was so
Yeah.
much fun. People were able to eat. If people kind of wanted to get away from like the party part side of it, they could
Mhm.
just go sit and chill and talk and drink. And it was great. There were so many bars, so we were never standing in line for more than like a couple
Oh,
minutes
thank
at a
goodness.
time.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And then because it was at a real bar at 10 o'clock when it ended, you know, usually we just don't want to go back to the room. We just aren't ready to leave.
Mhm.
But since it was at that type of venue, people who wanted to stay were able to stay and
Yeah.
continue to party and hang out when they opened it up to, you know, the general public or whatever. We did leave because we got there quite early and we was tired by the time 10 o'clock came. But it was
Yeah.
nice to have the option to be able to stick around if we wanted to. And the staff was really fantastic and very accommodating and nice. And it just really seemed like everybody had a great time. And one of my favorite moments was seeing Jeanette on the dance floor and
Mhm.
everybody surrounding her and dancing. It just felt like it was just love. It was just so nice.
Yeah. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Always love like the weekend wrap up video we get at Plan
Oh my
Jamma. And seeing them on
gosh.
those, like, Texas Live has these huge screens. Like, you could be
Humongous.
anywhere in that
Mm-hmm.
building and be able to see it very clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really fun and really cool. Like, and like you said, with like going back to the staff and the bars and stuff, they're used to that type of
Yes.
crowd,
Yep.
and sometimes, like, well, in the past that we've been to, it's like it's hotel staff really, which
Mm-hmm.
is not as they ain't ready for us. I don't even think
Mm-mm.
this hotel staff was
Mm-mm.
ready for us.
No.
So it was nice to like have the multiple bars and have people who are used to all these different folks around them while they're making drinks and getting things done. So that
Agreed.
immaculate.
Totally,
Immaculate.
totally agree. Yeah, it was amazing. Let me see. What was something, is there anything about this year's Go Wild that surprised you? Now you talked about the dueling pianos, that could be your thing, or is there anything else that like really like surprised you, was better than you expected it to be, or you just didn't know how it was gonna be? Anything else like that?
Um, I would have to go with the member-led meetups.
That was mine too. Yes. Just talk about them.
I had no real expectations with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up being really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously with Beyonce, anything's gonna be good.
Period.
But I love that other people were able to just kind of do their own thing for a little bit. This is what people have been asking to do,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of have something like set aside for them to kind of connect with folks. So I was pleasantly surprised by how well all of that went.
Yeah.
And just seeing people like come and go. Like, we were in one room obviously since we were hosting, but seeing people come and go and do different things and connect with different people was really, really cool to see.
Agreed, agreed. The member led meetups were really, really fun. It's definitely something that I hope they keep doing in the future.
Mhm.
Because like you said, it just gives people just an opportunity to just meet people that they have things in common with in like a less like structured environment. Because like in
Mhm.
Wild Crop, it's kind of hard to talk or doing the sessions, trying to talk to people at your table. You don't want to be doing all that while there's speakers on the stage and stuff. So it was nice to have
Yeah.
that. And honestly, I do think that having them on Friday at the time that we did, I mean, Friday is already such a long day. That was one of the
Yeah.
reasons why I was just spent for Friday and I just could not do Wild Crop. I just really, really needed that break. I really needed that sleep. I knew we were going to have to get up again early on Saturday
Yeah, for
after getting up
sessions, yeah.
early on Friday. So I was just tired. So I would like for them to
Friday is a long
maybe
day.
spread them out like over the days, have a couple on Thursday or a few actually they could have a couple more because Thursday, I mean, we really didn't have a ton going on Thursday except for registration and
Mhm.
our live pod, which we will absolutely talk about. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just felt like a really
Yeah.
long day.
Maybe some can be spread out,
Yeah.
because Friday, yeah, that's the thing. That's the only, like, well, yeah, Friday was just long. It was just a
Right,
long,
long.
long
Mm-hmm.
day. Um, I can't imagine folks that were up, like, we still got up when the doors open,
Yeah.
the girls be camping out. I just cannot imagine, like, how did y'all
Mm-mm.
survive
I don't know.
to wild crop at that
It
point?
sounds
It's
exhausting.
yeah, yeah.
Exhausting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love to see those member-led meetups again, but like you said, more spread out throughout the
For
weekend.
sure. For sure. We have to talk about our live podcast. That was so much fun. Thank y'all to everybody who was able to come.
Mhm.
I was actually surprised because we had a few new listeners in there, people who had never listened to the show before
Mhm.
signed up. So it was so exciting to see them and get their reactions to the show. And hopefully some new listeners. Hopefully you guys are still listening. So it was really cool. If you haven't listened to it, you can go back. It's
Mhm.
on our feed and give it a listen. But it literally just felt like the lives that we do with our Patreon community every
Yeah.
month. So
Yeah, super nice to have them front and center too,
mm-hmm.
to make it just more immersive and like
Because
have
they
that
made themselves
comfort.
known
Yeah.
with they had the shirts on, the merch shirts.
Yeah.
They were in the front couple rows. Like the Patreon crew was deep and represented for real.
Yeah. Love them. But yeah, it went so well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that like we had a decent, like you said, a decent amount of people who were never heard of the show, absolutely new to it.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely gives them a really good taste of what we do here.
Yep.
Um I love the Q&A section too. Like we got
Mm-hmm.
some really good questions. So
We
yeah,
did.
again, definitely go back and listen to it if you weren't able to be there. But
Mm-hmm.
it was such a good time.
Yeah.
The
And if you
backdrop, girl.
Oh my god, the backdrop. Shout out to the Wild Team
Yeah.
because the backdrop lives in my head rent free. I think
Rent
I need to
free.
find a picture of it and make it my background on my phone because it was so nice.
Yeah.
The room that we were in was really nice. And if you guys want us to do another live podcast at Go Wild next year, make sure you let the Wild Team know. Just saying, plug
Yeah, definitely
plug.
let them
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yes.
Yeah, the girls gonna be sick of the backdrop picture because I be putting that in the stories as a background.
It's on the website. And it's on the website. I need to just
I mean,
get the
it's
background on the
good.
website. It's
It's
so
so
nice.
good. It is so good. But
Truly.
yeah. That was just so much fun.
So
Love
much
that.
fun. The planner fair was really cool. I mean, the activation room gets better every single year. This year
Mhm.
they absolutely outdid themselves. All the setup, like Wow You and No Teak and cloth and paper, all the setups were just so nice, so elaborate. I mean, Moxie Life had a freaking ball pit. Like it was very, very cool. And there was opportunity to shop. A lot of brands had shop set up so you could buy stuff from Zebra, you could buy stuff from Love Live Posh, you could buy stuff from a lot of different brands. So that was very neat.
I keep thinking about me almost getting jumped by that dog in that ball pit. I'm sorry. When
Myra
you
almost
said that,
got
I
attacked by a
couldn't.
dog. I forgot about
And
that.
if that would have happened, I couldn't have run because I had a freaking skirt on that was kind of tight around like my calves area, so I could hardly get in as
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. There was a overzealous service dog in the activation area, and he was very enticed by the ball pit and Myra in the ball pit. And at some point, this is all on IG Live, by
Yeah,
the
it
way.
is.
If you want to go to the Go Wild IG Live and check this out, you can literally see it because we were
Did you
literally
watch it
live.
back? I was scared to
I
watch it
hadn't
back.
watched the whole thing,
Okay.
so I didn't see that part, but I need
I
to.
hate that you can't scrub on Instagram. I wish you
I
could scrub. I
know.
could just go to that part, but
I know. I want to see it, but yeah. So,
whoever
but
shoot
yeah,
that live, shout out to y'all because
it was really live.
it
It
was
was really
really
live. And you know what? That was probably one of my favorite things that we did doing the IG lives because we went
Mhm.
live during the cloth and paper energy break down in the activation room, and we got to talk to VJ and we got to talk to Ashley. We got to talk to so many different brand owners,
Yeah, just
Heather.
about all. Like maybe one or
Yes.
two weren't at their station when we were there,
We
but
came down
yeah,
at the right time.
yeah, we really
Perfect
did.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was so much fun to talk to them. We get to interview them in real time. Because like I said, the activation room was so elaborate and
Mhm.
cool. And then we also did a live from Plan Jamma at the beginning. So if you want to
Mhm.
kind of see a inside look at Plan Jamma, you can go check that out on the Wild Planners IG. I believe it's on our IG too, right? Is it on ours too?
Yeah, we
Okay.
collab. So yeah, either one.
Perfect. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
those are always the fun things because I love
Yep.
getting the people at home involved
Me too.
where they
Me
feel like
too.
they can, be immersed in the wild experience as well.
I know. Yeah, but yeah, Go Wild Dallas was It was a movie. It was just so good. I really loved the hotel. I can't talk about it enough. It was just so freaking nice.
The room was so good. Did we do
Luxurious.
a room tour? Did we
I
record
think
one?
I recorded. Yeah, I think I did. Because remember, that's when I saw you and you had your bonnet on and you was like,
Oh,
you
that's
can't
why I
use that.
didn't take the footage then.
You only at the end.
But the room was so good
It
too.
was so nice. It was
Yeah, there's
so
plenty. It was
nice.
plenty of room. We had an extra little chair in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could not get any better, and I really don't know
Mm-mm.
how they gonna top it. We say it every year, but I really do not know.
No, literally, I for real do not know. Like, do we have any speculation on what we think the next Go Wild is going to be?
Where?
Yeah.
Um,
Did I say when? I mean where?
I couldn't. You probably did, but I got a feeling it's gonna be an unrealistic Atlanta.
Mm. Mm. Y'all, Myra
I'm not
has,
happy about that, but it just makes the most sense for the size and
and we going, and we gonna go no matter what. We're
yeah.
gonna go no matter what. Yeah, I don't know. Is it too soon for them to start repeating locations? Do we think it's too soon? You think they think it might be
Mm,
too soon? I mean, because
I
we'll go
don't
no
think
matter
it
where it is.
is. I don't
Yeah.
think it is because I mean, you have to think. I know a lot of people see it as a vacation, but it gets harder and harder location wise
Mm-hmm.
when it's 1,500, 2,000 people because you have to think about
Yeah,
we have to find a venue that can fit all these people.
that's true.
So we might see a repeat. I ain't gonna be mad at it, but the
Yeah.
way Wild is growing, where else can we go?
Because every state just does not have the
These massive,
facility, the
yeah,
conference
yeah.
hotel to be able to. So it's like, I think everybody ideally wants go wild to be right in their backyard, but it's
Mhm.
not super realistic for that because
Yeah,
every state just cannot accommodate a crowd this big for these
yeah.
many days or
You
whatever.
want to try to make it as central
Hmm.
as possible, make getting
I think so
there
too.
easier. Like you don't want to
Hmm.
fly into one part and have to drive
Yeah.
an hour or so or whatever to get to the location. So yeah, it gets the more and more it grows, it gets harder and harder to do the
Hmm.
different locations. So yeah, I wouldn't be
Right.
opposed.
And
I
you
mean,
also want to pick a city that people want to go to and want to
yeah,
see. So you
yeah,
might have a city, somewhere in Wisconsin that people that has the hotel, but the people really want to go there. I don't know. And no shade to
mhm,
Wisconsin. I just use y'all as an example.
yeah.
But I don't
I mean, that's
know.
facts. That is
Mm-hmm.
very much so facts. Like it has to be somewhere people want to go. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
location when it comes to Wild is a part of the appeal too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. Uh, apparently, Lovers and Friends canceled, so there's a place there we could go in
True.
Vegas.
Look, I will never not regret missing out on Go Wild Vegas in 2019. So I won't be satisfied until there is another Go Wild Vegas that I can participate in because Vegas just seems like the perfect place for Go Wild. I mean, the freaking name is Go Wild. Where is
Yeah.
wilder than Vegas? Nowhere.
Well, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I
We'll
just love it.
see. I
We'll
wouldn't be
see.
opposed. Even New Orleans. But I don't know, do they
Oh.
even have a place large enough?
I don't know because
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I think so because you
Mm.
have to think like they do the Essence Fest in New Orleans every summer, and that's a humongous crowd. Granted, I don't think
Is
it's
it
like
in the
one
conference?
hotel
Yeah.
hosting it, but they do have like a conference space or
Okay.
whatever. So I don't know, but I feel like if they can make the Essence Fest work in Vegas. I mean, not Vegas, New Orleans. I think they
Yeah.
could probably make Go Wild work too. And again, I'm very mad to have missed out on Go Wild New Orleans. So I would be very, very happy. And then I think, it's been so long since New Orleans too. Like Go Wild is just so huge now compared to when they had it there. So
I love the
I
way
don't
they
know.
spell go when they went
I
to New Orleans. That's so
know.
cool.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
We
And
we
then,
could definitely redo that one for sure.
I'm such a foodie and New Orleans is such a
Yeah,
foodie
we'd probably be
place.
tired after New Orleans because we got some places to see.
Cause I'm gonna feed y'all. We going to
I
all
want
the
the
places.
authentic beignets.
Oh, absolutely. Period. We're gonna eat beignets every day. Look at us planning and go out New Orleans.
We don't
Anyway,
know
we
where it
don't
is.
know.
This is just speculation, but yeah, I don't think it's too soon to repeat because
I don't think so either.
we haven't been to all of them, and
Mm-hmm.
just the size of the conferences, we probably gonna have to.
Agreed.
Sorry, y'all.
Agreed. But yeah, we'll see. The next one is definitely going to be the best one. That's how it always is. And so just shout out again to the Wild team. We just love partnering with them so much and we appreciate them. And we're just looking forward to many more go wilds. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
yeah.
When did we learn about the location for this one?
Girl, like
Was it the
August?
summer?
It was like August. It was like the end of August, I believe.
Okay.
So
We
we
got a few
gotta
months.
We got a few months. If history repeats itself, we still got like 3 to 4 months before we know anything. So we shall
Get
see.
y'all funds ready. Start the sinking funds. If y'all
We
want
have.
to be there, we've
Mm-hmm,
already have, and we are well on our way. I
mm-hmm,
know folks every year it's like, I hate that I miss it. I can't block out May,
mm-hmm.
April. Not May,
Yeah,
April. What is it? March, April.
March, April. Mm-hmm,
Block that
mm-hmm,
out. Start the sinking fund now. You don't have to be at every single one, but if you want to get to one, make it
mm-hmm.
happen.
Just make it
Make a
happen.
plan.
Yep. That's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. We planners. I'm just saying.
Some of
I'm
us
just
don't be
saying.
using it to its full potential, but
Well, on that
some of us
note.
is me. Like, I ain't trying to drag out because sometimes I don't be using it either.
Same.
But we
Same.
can definitely make a plan
We can
to
definitely
get
make a
there because we would
plan.
love to see you there. We will definitely be there.
Agreed. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for listening. This is our episode for this week. We will talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all join the Patreon if you're interested. We have lots of fun. Check out our merch, plannersandwine.com. You can find links to everything. Also in the show notes, there will be links to all the things. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like I said, Myra's been doing some amazing work over there. We're trying to grow our YouTube. And if you just want to keep up with us personally, you can check me out at Meg's Got a Plan on everything and check out Myra at By Myra P on everything.
Yes, we would love to see you over there. Sorry for the folks who were listening. I was like literally dying for a second, but
That's
I
why I just kept
appreciate you.
talking. I was like,
Appreciate you.
Myra's about to die. Let me just keep talking.
But yes, follow us everywhere. Patreon, all that good stuff. Meg said we can't wait to see you, and we'll talk to you next episode.
Bye.